Thank you for stopping by Mind Drops, where my mind's drops get out. All right, so I'm just kind of checking out my stuff here. Haven't done this in a while, so all right. So I'm gonna try to put together this model right here. It's not too many parts. Doesn't look too bad. Hey, so I'm gonna start playing Warhammer with a couple of my friends, and I'm gonna make this guy here, but I want to print out the rest of my army for these guys, and then I have a Tau commander, combat patrol. So I'm all pretty new at this, so I'm kind of still haven't done models since I was a kid. But I do have nippers, and I do have a lot of stuff I need. Alright, that's a leg. That's number 4. Number 5. This one right here. And then number 6. This one right here. Yeah. Well, that one right there. This one. Got a new camera too, so I haven't really used it either. Kind of seeing how it works. Can change positions. Okay. Move it out. Zoom it in. Go a little farther. Go straight down. And then nothing else. But we're gonna try to do it right here. Still trying to get used to it. I don't know if the volume's alright on my microphone. As for I haven't done this in a while. Have it turned up all the way. Alright, so I got 4, 5, trying to find the position here that's the best for this camera. Alright, so I kind of want to clean these pieces up as much as I can. And this light has like so much shading in here. I think it'll be alright. Not really too worried about the nippers cut pretty cool. Oh, I see. Yeah. I do have like some little files and stuff. That goes into there. Oh. That's a little too far. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, see. Go like that. That's plastic glue. Just gonna put a little bit on this side over here. I was working on some printed stuff the other day. I had put the glasses on. Oh, put some glue on it. Hold it for a second. Looks pretty good. Let me get this out here a little bit. All right, cool. Thanks. I'm still trying to work it all out, the volume and how it ends up streaming all over again. I have the microphone like kind of way up here. Almost. I wish it could zoom or focus better. There's like too much going on behind it, I think. Yeah, that's what it is. Too much going on behind it. And this one. Maybe I should have played this before I glued that. I feel like I don't know what the heck I'm doing here. I didn't want to stay on it. I don't know how this is supposed to go into. I can get this piece to stay on here. Yeah, I don't get it. Doesn't make sense to me at all. Like, is that supposed to go on his leg? I don't think it's supposed to. Oh, okay, I got it now. I see. It always kind of makes a square. Oh. Shouldn't interfere with it at all. Yeah, I still want to do my sculpting, but I kind of took a break for a while and started a new job. And I wonder if I could just. I don't have to hold it up so high. Alright, so that piece is held on there now. Let's try to wipe off some of this. Now, so there's like a little half square there, and the other half the square is made from this other square. So that's where a little pouch goes. It goes inside that little square there. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna put a little glue on that spot. I think I want to put chip on this like I did last time. A little tip on top of this glue. This is plastic glue. It's not super glue. Some down in there. So this is my first real model doing it. So the only other ones I've done so far, I guess I have the master of this guy, but that looks like it worked. Alright. Okay, well that's step 1. On number 7 and number 10. Alright, let's find number 7. Here's number 10 over here. Looks like it's a book with chains on it. That square pocket in the back. And then number 7, it looks like a chest plate. Oh, it's right here. Oh, it's got like a chain thing hanging off it. Oh, that looks cool. Totally gotta get my eyes adjusted to this. Alright, so this piece looks like got a cool chain thing on it. Shows to put glue all around these edges. Looks like. Alright, let's see what happens here. Put it first. Got some little files too. Whenever I would sculpt, I'd use these for some fine parts, so maybe they'll help me out here for sure. It's a flat. So that one might work. Looks like it's like right here. A little bit blurry. I gotta make sure I don't put this over here. I think that's what's causing it. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of zoomed in quite a bit too. Oh, there's a burr on this side too. Let's get that burr over there too. Looks like it's a small one. Don't want to damage any of the other stuff. Cool. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to take some of this glue, go on the edges it has highlighted, which is this inner edge. Get it in here. Yeah. Alright. Get her to go in there good right away. First try. Try to line it up with the hole on the neck there. There we go. That looks good. Hole's kind of lined up. Oh, this looks so cool. A little seam there, but if I hold it together a little bit here, it'll make it look a little better. Still cool. Alright. Now it's got a book thing. So it goes right here. Side. Oh, put glue in this side over here. My first time doing this, so well, second one, but not gonna be perfect. Oh, is there a little chain on his belt? Oh, that's cool. Wow. Okay, we're gonna hold this there for a second. Okay, like right in there. Right. You can get the light at it. Right in this little spot here, there's like a chain link that was on his leg that finished the chain link that was on the book. That's crazy. Can't wait to paint these guys. That's the book on there now. Alright. So that's all number one done. I don't really want to put his cape on right away because I want to be able to paint it. So I think I want to keep his cape off and add that later. It's only mainly because I think it'll be too hard to paint it, but I think I might put the hand on, or the arm on, and the hand, and the other arm. so we're gonna do the hand with the gun first. Looks like it's number 12. This one right here. That little guy. So I already see something I'm gonna do to it right away because I had to do that to the other one that was a gray knight. Okay, so that's the gun with the hand. I need number 13 now, which is this little tiny hand piece right here. So I want to clip it, but I'm going to grab it. I clip it, I don't drop it. Put that one down there. Alright, and the next one, I'm going to put those two together. And then we'll take the cape off, and if I don't feel comfortable with the cape, I'll just set it aside. I might end up doing that with the heads, so I can paint the head separate. Alright, so here's the cape, and it's got like an ammo clip on it, and that ammo clip ends up connecting to where this gun is when it's sitting on his arm. So it looks like bullets are coming out of it. That's cool. Alright, so now I want to sand off the end of this barrel here, get it nice and flat. Because I noticed on a few of the other models too, when I was looking at them at the store, that there's no holes in the barrel. Alright, so I have a 3D printer and I printed out stuff, and before that though, I put one of these together as a trial. It was this guy right here, Grandmaster Baldus. Right, so I have him together right here. That was my first try at one of these. His gun didn't have any holes in it, so I put 2 holes in it. I thought it looked better with 2 holes in it. And then I also have his head on a toothpick. Where's that? Right here. So I could paint it, you know? So it was my first time trying to put one together. I didn't know if I wanted to start streaming again before I got stuff set up again. But he looks pretty cool too. And then, since I have a printer, I printed out and put these guys all together. Some Burner Squad, and these guys don't have their arms attached yet. Not attached yet. But I'm going to print out an army, and then I'm going to also build one. At least that's the plan. Yeah, I used to do cars when I was a kid. I actually have a car model I ordered just a little while ago that I want to put together at some point too. It's a 1971 Mustang. Okay, so I got drill bits. I think I'm gonna use the one that's probably this size right here. I think this is the size I'm gonna do, because oh wait, no, it's way too big. Maybe the smallest one. to tell exactly where I want to put it. I wonder if this will bother the camera. Quite see it. I have to be way up there, huh? Oh, way up there. Okay. Let's see a little better. Mess the model up. I do have some epoxy putty I could put on it to fix it if I have to, so I'm not really too worried about it. Yeah, me too. Building things and making things, always problem solving part I like. I might not have been far enough up. Never said I was perfect. I think I want to tap it or something with the razor blade. Let's see if that'll help. Yeah, it's not perfect. I really don't care. My first time doing, or second one, but still learning. Yeah, that one wasn't in the right spot. I wonder if I can move it down and just kind of drill it out some more. So it really didn't go in all the way. Yeah, that's not too bad. I mean, it's not perfect, but now I got hole started. I don't really want it to be that total size. That's right. Okay, I got another set of drill bits in here. It's a little bit smaller. I don't know if there's one. Huh. So I'm just gonna put a smaller bit in here. And now I got it. I like to see that better. I don't need that magnifying glass thing. Now it's gonna drill away. a little bit off from the center from each fold, but from here, from distance, it doesn't look too bad. But you know, up close, I guess it's not the worst either. Could be way worse, but still. Alright, so now I drilled in a little bit farther, and I'm just going to kind of bore out the end of it just a little bit. I think I'm done with it. Yeah, as long as it looks like it has a hole in it now. Instead of like before, it didn't have nothing. Alright, so the little hand's got to go a little thumb inside there. These fingers. Oh, gotta go way up in there. Like that. Wow. It's crazy how small some of this stuff is. Alright, so let's put it on this side. Good. Almost not put it on this side. Let's see what happens. Alright. A little glue. And make sure the wrinkles of his hand match up where his thumb is. Hold it a little bit more. Looks cool. Alright, so that's on there. And then we're going to attach this to his arm. I'm going to clean that spot off a little bit there. I mean, some of it, if I put it together and paint it, at least it'll be shadowed inside of it, so it'll look good from that point of view too. Oh, you can see them pretty good. Trying to get them up there so that the camera can see them. They're so tiny, but actually not too bad. I think this goes on there just like that. So I'm gonna put a little glue. I want the glue inside the pocket in this spot. That. Let it sit for a second. Put it right in place. Arm is in place. Ah, so cool. Should we put his cool arm on right now? First I'm going to see if this cape, how it ends up fitting. Because it looks like it fits right over that. I think maybe I should keep the cape off so I can paint. But then I'd have to keep his backpack off too. Oh, I think I should just leave it and try to do the challenge part of painting this. I think it might even be cool to just do that. You know, paint the bullets first and then. Oh man, it's hard to tell here. What's his backpack look like? Oh, it's that whole thing. Yeah, I think I want to keep the cape off. But then that means I keep the backpack off too, so. So I'm just sanding off some of these burrs that are on here. Got that one off, that wasn't on the camera. This one up here I'm going to try to get off too. And I think since the backpack is one piece, if I can get away with putting the shoulder pads on, I'm doing it, and then saving this in the backpack and his head separate for when I paint them. I think that it would look way cooler. Oh. I think it'd be way cooler to have the bullets painted with detail that are in here. And then like the backside of his gun and his legs and stuff, instead of it all being covered up with the cape here. Can't really see in there. And I can get at some of the chain links and stuff around his waist. I think that, yeah, that's a good idea. That's the plan for that. Alright. So, otherwise I can get his other arm, which is number 11. This awesome flame sword. So all the birds are clipped off from the back piece, or for the cape. And now, here's the sword. I'm going to touch it up a little bit. This one right here on the bottom. Yeah, it's just super cool. Look at that blade. Some of the art in this Warhammer stuff is just so cool. I have the STL files to do this guy's combat patrol, but I wanted to do something other than like Marines or humans. That's why I'm going to do the combat patrol for the Tau army. Alright, so that looks like it's cleaned up enough there. Sand around it just a little bit. That's pretty good. I think there's another bit of a burr there. The other part was on the tip right here, a little piece. And this chunk right here, I think, is the other part. Now we're gonna use the nippers for that. Don't want to break this piece of flame. I'm gonna go in here and just take the X-Acto knife, trim it up a little bit. Alright. Can't really even see it. Alright. He's got some cool like ribbons on his wrist and stuff. So cool. Alright. Let's go on here. Yeah, I wish I could have this music I'm listening to the stream. It's one of my favorite songs. So his blade goes to his side. Alright. So it says to put the glue on the side that goes into the hole. So that's what we're going to do. Never tell exactly what it's going to do. This stuff like bonds to the plastic. So the blade sticks down. Okay, so I got this blade on here. So cool. Yeah, definitely cool. Alright, so that part is almost done. Okay, so now it's the shoulders. 17. Number 17 and number 15. So there's number 17 right here. I think I'm just gonna try to push this one on. Yeah. Can't get the nippers in that spot. 17. Can't get the nippers in there either. Alright. Try to get a flat file. So I'll hit this part. Just a little burr on that tip there. On this one. I didn't want to have it slip off because there's like a little tiny little bolt. You see that? On the edge of that little bolt there. I don't want to sand that off. So got the flat one this time. I'm gonna go over it lightly. Make it look nice and smooth. Yeah, I can't believe how much details on this stuff. Like how good I can see on this camera too. Camera's so much better than the other cameras I've had. It's wild. This one has a couple burrs on it, but like even like this one, look what's on it. It's like a sword and a book. It says redemption. Redemption. Sworn. Just so cool. I don't want to sand off that tip. Try to sand it a little bit. I wonder if I just try to sand this up one more. And then I can bring it up. Yeah. Alright. Get rid of the burr. Looks nice and smooth now down here. Alright, so 15 is the one that's kind of got the notch in it. Must be something that goes on the front of them. Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's like a medallion thing. Okay, so this one we're gonna put the glue on the notch over here on this side. This is, and it goes over here. Let's hold it in place for 5 or so seconds. Alright, that's on there. Do the other one. I actually have a Boba Fett model too that I want to try to put together. But okay, so that locked in place. That looks cool. I know some of them will be kind of hard to paint, but I also like how shadowing affects do things. So now we got the cape right here. We're gonna keep this off to the side. And here's the backpack. It's got like a big ribbon on it and like a banner. I really can't read it. Garrain. Oh, pretty cool though. So we're just gonna nip it off here. And like the other kitty, like the cape kitty, you don't need to go. You don't need to be up here. So nip it off all the spots except the bottom one. I can't quite get it into there. Just gonna kind of like break it off from it. Okay, kitty. We can't do this today. Alright. So I'm gonna go and try to file this little burr off on the bottom. Grab a different file, one that's got like maybe a square side to it. This one here does. Yeah, this one here does. Got like a square box shape to it. So just gonna kind of get rid of that. Oh, there's a bolt there too. I don't want to sand off that bolt. There's like a little tiny bolt there. Yeah, we don't want to get rid of that. So I'm gonna go a little bit towards my hand this way so I don't sand it on that bolt. Keep that on there. Oh, that's cool. Alright, so both sides of the pack, looks like there's barbs on them a little bit. So we're just gonna kind of turn it as I do it, kind of make it so it's still rounded. I want to flatten it out. I know, it's amazing detail. It just blows my mind. The Tau army isn't that detailed as these ones are. It's kind of why I started with this. Wanted to see how cool they were. A buddy that we're starting to play this, so I kind of want to have some options when I play. Just gonna flatten these ones out because that's where the other barbs were. Alright, so. Alright, we're just going to set this one aside too, because those two pieces are definitely going to be needed to be set aside for that. Okay, now I know I'm not going to put him on his base also, because if I put him on the base, then I got to worry about painting around the base too. There's 1 foot goes on this side. I'll put the base together though and get the parts on it. It's like 4 parts here. I mean, we're almost done with them. Pretty much got just the shield piece here, which I'm going to take off right now. I'm just going to bend this one off because it's only out one spur, one little piece. I'm also going to take this file and sand this down. I don't want to lose the lip that's on it, so I kind of sand it towards the back side. Oh yeah, looks cool. Alright. And this one goes right in front of the shoulder here. Right there. Alright, so well, this time the piece that's got the edge on it's on the other side. So we're gonna put the glue on this side here. Hopefully it goes into place. There you go. Alright. Now I'm gonna grab a couple toothpicks really quick. Oh, wait. I already had toothpicks over here. Okay, so he got 2 different heads. I haven't decided. Kind of like the helmeted head, just so I don't have to deal with the face and the hair and all those parts. But I really don't know. I mean, kind of want. You see his face. Oh, I'll show you. See his face. Face looks pretty cool, actually. But then the helmet also looks pretty cool. It's hard to tell exactly how I want to do it. I almost think I want to paint them both and then decide, or maybe I could. Nah, I don't think I want to deal with the magnet for just one guy. I don't know. I look at the box, one with the head on it, and then on the back, he's got the helmet. I think the deal on the back looks really cool with the helmet. Has a cool look to him. I don't know, something about it. I guess I have to decide. I mean, the rest of the guys kind of got helmets on, and I keep on putting my head in front of the camera. The other guys kind of have helmets on that are in the group of the Grey Knights, so I think maybe I should leave him with his face so we can see that dude. So I could kind of do a paint job on him. I just think it'd be kind of neat. Maybe it's worth the challenge. Or maybe I should just do both of them and then decide when I put them on. So what I'm going to do is take a toothpick, cut off the tip. Alright, take another toothpick, cut off the tip, because I'm indecisive about what I want to do for that guy. I'm going to take him off from the thing. Guys, this is the one that's the helmet. Okay. A little bit of a burn on the side. Take that off. Alright, so I got that. Fur off. Okay, so since I'm indecisive about it, I don't want to use super glue. But I have this stuff here. It's like clear grip. It ends up working pretty good to clean it off later, and then hopefully it'll leave the plastic exposed still so it can bond it. So what I gotta do a nice glob on a toothpick, nice glob on it. Kind of get it to be like, so it's kind of like a ball on it, because it's gotta get sticky. It's gotta sit for a second. So I'll take some poster putty, put poster putty down, stick the toothpick in the poster putty. Okay, do the same thing for the next one. Put his head over here so I don't lose it. Same thing with the other one. Take this. I already squeezed the tube a little bit, so it's kind of already coming out. I'm going to take the cap off. I only want a little bit of it. So that's about how much I want. Get the cap back on there. Alright, so I got a little bit of glue on there again, just like the other one. Kind of push it up there so it's like a little bit of a ball. I don't care if I get some of it to come off. I just gotta make sure I leave enough to stick to the part of that head. Alright, so now let me get this little glue off my finger. Alright, we're gonna get the other head off here. I'm just gonna twist this guy off just like the other one. It's only a little piece on it. Looks like it's on his neck. Yeah, it's where it connects onto the file and just file off a little bit of it. Force a habit, make it look nice. Okay, so I got this head. This is the face. So got the face. Looks pretty cool. Oh, we're almost done with this guy. Alright, the first one is this one right here. So it should be a little bit tacky. Yep, it's already a little tacky. So now I can kind of break the tackiness open and push this into it. I kind of wanted to cover it, the bottom of it, so that when I go to pull this off, I could pull off this like glue. It's kind of like rubber when it hardens. So now, oh, come on, dude. Work with me here. All the other ones seem to go on perfectly fine. Oh, it's like he's got like a pin that sticks out sideways. It's not straight up and down. Imagine that. Okay. Now we're gonna try not to move him too much. Grab the other toothpick. Put that in there. That's it. Grab the other toothpick. Do the same thing. This one's probably tacky enough now. We want to get that to be on there. And also on a toothpick. Now we got a little too tacky. Yep, need a little bit more. Whoops, not enough. I ended up putting heads on all my paint containers, and I did the same thing to do that. Right there, all the tops of the paint have heads on them, so I could paint them as I use them, so I can know what they look like. I kind of do the same thing with all them, but on a larger scale. Hopefully that'll stay. The other one kind of tipped over. But don't want to use super glue, that's all. Alright, so backpack, cape. Let's get to this one right here. I think the one we were using. Yeah, that's the one we were using. Alright, so now the base piece. So we got 17 and 15 on there. We got the heads over here. Haven't decided what head I want to use. We could probably take the base piece, like after I cut it off, I can probably put it on the actual base. I'm just going to cut it off the spur. Alright, so we got this piece. And then this piece is got skull on it, looks like. Looks like where his foot goes. Alright, so that one, and then we got like some, looks like a wrought iron relic thing of some kind. Like that. So we got some cool bolts on it. Okay, so I think I got everything off from here. So that's all the pieces. There's not too many pieces for this puzzle, considering. Alright, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to touch up the edges that had the spur on, or a little barb on these. Okay. There, and it doesn't matter because it's the ground, but kind of just getting the marks off in it. I figure if I'm meticulous now, then it'll just make me get used to it as I go. There's a little barb right there. So can't see the other one is. Yeah, there's the other one of the other ones. Alright, so got like a skull on it. Looks pretty cool. And the base, I think this piece goes this way. Not that way. So we're going to put some glue around the edge here. Okay, so put it this way. Hold it in place. Alright. And now this little medallion one, it goes like, yeah. Yep. But I want to clean this up too a little bit. There's one little barb right here. On that side of it. This rounded one. Alright, so got that off there. And then there's another piece right here. And I don't think I can see. Oh, there it is. There that's right there. Alright, so that piece. Now this one goes into these little slots. Goes like that. So I think I want to put the glue on this side because that's going into there. I feel like the notches seem like they hold better. They go on better if you use them for the glue points. I might be wrong, but alright, so we're gonna throw this in a little slot here, that one and that one. Kinda got a little bit of an angle to it. Hold it for 5 seconds or so. Look at that. Bam! Alright, and now I'm not gonna glue them to it, but one foot goes there, one foot goes over there. Wow, kind of sticks in there hard. Doesn't really go in place. Maybe that's a good thing though, so when it goes onto it. Oh, man. Really hard to get them to stay in place. And that's put on there where it's supposed to be. I wonder if it's better to put them on his base to paint them. Let's work around everything. I mean, it does have some stuff on the bottom that'd be easier to paint without it being on it. I almost feel like it'd be better to glue it right now than later. I already got some small paintbrushes, so we're just gonna glue it now. Glue on that end. I'll put glue on this whole foot over here. And a little spot right here. I want to put glue to there. Alright. Hope this works. We got one try. In the hole, push it over. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, let's hope it helps. Alright, look at that. I think that'll work perfectly fine. I would rather have something to hang on to when I put them on it. Alright. And now I put this to the base. Yeah, I'm just going to put a little glue around the edge here. Just around this whole edge. All the way around it. Alright. Now I'll make sure I put this centered. So I'll put it from the top down. Okay. Like that 5 or 10 seconds again. Hopefully it sticks and doesn't move around. Alright. Oh, looks cool. Alright, so see if the heads are staying. Not staying the best, but they are staying. So I'm just going to add a little bit more of this compound glue to it just to get it on this a little bit more. want it to be able to stay on there and not have to worry about it. I put it in the case. Alright, so this guy's pretty much done. And then we're going to take his heads, put them over here, let them dry. His body's going over here. His cape, his backpack. Alright, so just gonna, this is the guy. It's pretty cool. These were the directions. Not much there. I think it's only 17 parts. 18 total parts. They got stats on the back. Shows you what they are. Zoom in up to it. Pretty cool. Do that again. Cool. Cool. I'm gonna make a time lapse with it, so I'm kind of trying to have like footage for it. So it took me an hour to put this guy together. Here's his body, shield, there's cape, backpack, and heads. We're gonna do a little zoom in on it right here. Oh, no. Zoom in on it. Right there. Flip them up. Pretty cool. I'm impressed with the quality of the actual models, because I haven't really seen any ones that were all the ones I've done were printed ones. This is pretty cool. The detail's a lot more than what I thought was on them. Definitely cool. Alright, so that guy's done. Put that in the books. Not gonna paint him until I am ready to paint the other Gray Knights, which I'm probably gonna end up printing out. I already have the STL file, so it's not like I can't just print it out. It's just pretty cool. Alright, so this box can go somewhere else. Now the bigger part comes. I think I should probably take a little break and go to the bathroom. Get our soda. Alright, so use the drill, use the sanding pieces. Nippers, razor blade, pretty much is all I used. I don't know if I'll need to use the drill at all when I do the next part, because I think their gun, they have more blades and stuff, and a couple, they do have some guns, but I think they're just put together a little different. So the first guy that I did, that was that I don't know where I put it. Trying to save the extra, not the extra, but the pieces that come off from. Oh, right here. So, the master guy, this guy right here, right? I wish that there was a sheet. See how he only had 3 steps. There's like nothing to him. So I'm assuming that the littler package guys have less to do on them. But we're gonna put that guy over there, and I think we're gonna glue the base to his feet. I think. But what I wanted to show was this is the spur from that one. This is from this one. It's literally half the size. So this guy here had a little more detail compared to this guy, right? But they both have quite a bit when you look at them. They're really detailed. But it was only half the parts, like half the size. But they're the same size figure. Pretty cool. I just want to show comparison. This is all new to me, so it's all kind of like a learning thing as I go too. And those are the only human ones I'm gonna do right now. I have this other box. This is what I want to start working on now. This is just crazy. I think this is the first guy that you work on. But yeah, I'm gonna try to make my army into these guys. But I think I need to take a little break, go to the bathroom. Now this is crazy. Like, okay, so box opened up. First guy. Okay, this is all the parts right here. Compared to the other one, I mean, obviously it's like way more pieces. It ends up being 25 figures, but the directions are a little different. A little bit more to it. I think I'm just gonna build one style for the commander, because I also have another commander that I bought. I think I might build the other style with that one, so I can have like 2 different styles. But I'm still contemplating if I want to build it to where I could do the magnets, because I have magnets to put on it. But I have to look through the parts and see how many of them you actually use for each part, for each side. But I was thinking about doing the Enforcer version from the Combat Patrol Pack, which is what's actually on the cover here, right? And I'll look at something else. Well, the game actually uses some of the stuff from the book, uses parts for like where's that? Right here. There's like Combat Patrol. This is like the painting part of it they have in here. But they have like a way to play that version of it, you know? So I kind of was thinking about maybe building it as the Enforcer, so I have I can play it with this stuff and then build the other one. I mean, it's pretty cool stuff, like lore and different things about what the planets are, different what some of the different units look like. Yeah, it's pretty cool actually. I got a bunch of these guys coming. I already have a bunch of these guys to build, but definitely cool. I wish I had a be right back thing could have made. But so I do gotta go to the bathroom. Anybody that's watching right now, I'm gonna be back in a minute. I'm not abandoning my stream or anything. So you have a couple people in here from D Live. It looks like watching. Cool. But I'll be back in like 5 minutes or so. I'm gonna put it on my intro video, and I'll be right back. Thank you for stopping by Mind Drops, where my mind drops, get out. higher. Thanks for coming by and hanging out. Oh, it's weird streaming again. I haven't done this in so long. It's been like a year. Before it was my sculpting though, so it's a little different. But not really different. So, all right. Let's see where we start in this. Have a better angle for the camera, maybe. Still kind of getting used to this. The camera's got like a gimbal on it. It has position settings, and it lets me adjust it some. I can like grab it and move it. Which is pretty cool. So table here. But it's pretty neat. I can move stuff around. Alright, so this guy is I think what we're gonna do first. Lots of parts. And I think it's the red version. Yeah, the red version here. Oh, got a kitty on my lap. So, all of the red ones. I think it's one, and then the red one. And then the red one. Yeah, okay. That's how it works. So 1, 3, 6, and 7. Alright. I wonder if I could... I'm not going to worry about putting magnets in any of my stuff right now, because this is all still like a learning process right now. Definitely gotta see how they go together first before I decide if I want to. I like the other guns though. They're on the. Let's see how it goes together first. All right, so doesn't. I wonder if these have like letters on them. Whew. All right, so it looks like 50. Yeah, 50 there. 50. These are the parts we're gonna need. Some of these ones and some of those ones. Okay, so that's part of it. Oh, well, that's a guy. Oh, there we go. Looks like it's one. I wish it showed you which ones you need. Drone. Another drone. What's this one here? I think that's for the ship. Yeah, that's for the ship. This is for the guys too on the drones. Yeah, I think it's just those 3 pieces. And some more guys. And more guys. Okay. Only thing I think I need though is one of the 60mm bases, which is what this is right here, I think. one, and then you're gonna need the long. The long clear one. Where's that? Long clear one. All right. So I think it's these three. That base. That's weird. I thought that. I don't get why you need this. Here. Because then I would think you would have to have the clear base if you're going to do that. And then it would go onto there. Which I don't think it does, but let's see. Yeah, it does. No, it doesn't. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like I would rather have it on the ground. What's the? See, I'm still new to this whole thing. It's all new to me. Kind of hurts my brain a little bit. But Kitty, you wanna get down? Okay, so we're gonna put all these pieces back in here. Tuck them underneath the monitor over here. Okay, I got the base piece. Looks like the pieces I need for the robot. Oh yeah. Okay, so I don't understand what that means. So what's that mean? Choice of parts. I think that's like you get to choose what you want to do there. Like if you want to have it be perched or standing. I think I kind of want it to be just standing. I don't want it to be. Maybe it's so it looks like it's flying or something, but I kind of feel like I'd want it to be sturdy. You know? I mean, it is a figure. I mean, I really don't know how tall it is, but I mean, it can't be too tall. I mean, it's only these pieces. Oh, it's 4 o'clock. See how much we can do in an hour and 20 minutes. All right, so I almost think I want to make the guns for the other one. Kind of like what I did with the cape and the other part, just not actually put them on it, you know? So I can paint it or, you know, decide if I want to do it the other way. But I feel like there's a couple other parts to them that are just a tad different. Man. But I do have really tiny magnets. So I'm not really worried about the magnet part if I was to do that. But okay, first what we're gonna do here is figure out where 12's at. Looks like A12. And they're not even like 9, 10, 6. They're like all split up. There's 11. Okay, 11A and 12. So 11A. How is it? No, I don't see no A anywhere, but 11. But there we go. I think that's 12 here. Yeah, that's 12. we go. We're starting. 12. They're like, we're just gonna split them apart on you, so you gotta look all over the place. There's 11. We're not gonna make it easy. There we go. See. Okay, none of them have an A. Okay, this has 11A on it. Okay, here's the lid. It's one of the things that rather annoys me right now. Not that it's a big deal, but where do I find the A? For one thing. Right? There's an A on here. 12A, 11A. Right? I just took 12 off. Here is 11. There's 11. Which is the piece. I mean, you can see that it's the piece. Right? But there's no A. Like, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but it, like, if you're gonna label it A, then there should be an A by it, you know? Okay, so that's the piece. Try to clean it up a little bit, because you know that's what we do. Spur on it. That little spot. And for the price you pay for these things, it should be labeled, right? Just saying. Okay, so. Alright, now this piece faces down, this piece faces up. Goes right in there like that. I want to make sure it fits before I decide to glue it. All that for that. Pretty cool. Okay, so it tells me to glue this side. So we'll do here. Says to glue it here. Alright. Here. Alright, now add this bad boy into there. There we go. And clean up the other piece though. So here, do a little bit of some filing on this piece.